Nestled on the southeastern slopes of the iconic Mount Kenya lies Embu County, a land rich in natural beauty, a vibrant culture, and rich agricultural lands. This county is known for its sprawling tea and coffee plantations. It is also one of the sources of a plant that has become infamous lately, mogoka. Whichever way you look at this plant, it is no doubt that it remains one of the key drivers of Embu economy. Perhaps the most unique attribute of Embu is that it is one of the few counties shepherded by women governors. Cecily Mbarire.
Thank you so much.
Jamal Runyenjes is the member of the county executive committee in charge of health.
Operating microscope, so that it means that you can go with it anywhere.
He says the county has prioritized renovation of health facilities as part of its flagship projects.
From the onset or during the campaigns, Her Excellency the Governor Cecily Mbarire rode on a platform of improved healthcare. We have almost 100 facilities in this county, and most of them were dysfunctional. Some were practically closed. I remember, because I was also a member of the task force, when we went to Chicago, level 4, that hospital was closed, and even the staff had gone home and given up. But immediately after the task force took over, she quickly assembled the assembly, and they did a supplementary budget that put some resources in the health sector. And that was the beginning of the transformation of the health sector in this county.
I want to say that I found the health sector in a very bad place. There were no supplies. People were crying that there are no drugs anywhere. You go to a hospital, you're not treated, or you get a prescription, you're told you go, buy drugs elsewhere. But we have increasingly worked towards ensuring that we achieve at least on the minimum 80% supplies are available at any one time.
Support for mothers during and after childbirth remains a key focal point.
Then, of course, we are also looking at improving our maternity services, especially in the remote parts of the county, where women have to travel very many kilometers to be able to get maternity services. And I'm glad that that journey is on, and we are almost done with quite a number. This financial year, we will be equipping most of them and opening them so that they can be able to offer those services.
First and foremost, the renovation. It took us from one level to another. At least the painting, there was somebody before it was even leaking the roof. So we have had a good time. No raking, the paint is baby friendly. We have curtains. You can see we have the facade, which are the courts, which are modern.
Na sahi niko huku nilipata mtoto kama hajafikisha, nililetwa huku juu ya pressure. Kwa hivyo nilipata mtoto akiwa na 31 weeks. Huduma yenyewe iko sawa, tunahudumiwa vizuri, kila kitu iko sambamba. Tukikunja tunakuta daktari wako ngangari, kila kitu imetayarishwa. Kazi yetu tu ni kutoa maziwa na kupea watoto. Kulinganisha na ile kitambo, yani hakukuwa na penye kumekaa, yenyewe hata kuna usafi.
The youth and the empowerment is another issue that remains high on the list of the agendas.
I'm glad because she has really done a lot to make sure that the youth are heard. The voice of the youth is heard. She listens to us.
Wasanii SACCOs remain an avenue for young people seeking opportunities for economic growth.
Hii SACCO ilianza sababu kulikuwa na gap, ulikuwa unapata kila msanii ako na event kila wakati, kila weekend kuna event yenye inafanywa na msanii. So through this our governor alikuja akatupromise amount of money, akatupromise 1 billion ya kuanzisha hii SACCO, whereby alishaiweka tayari na ndio inatusaidia kurun hii SACCO for now.
Mwanzo kama vile mnajua 2022 tuliweza kukuwa na new government, na ambapo pia tulipata new governor Embu County ambaye ni Honorable Cecily Mbarire, na alipopata kiti tuliweza kukaa chini na governor na tukaweza kukubaliana ni mambo gani yenye inakumba vijana wa pikipiki ama zile challenges zenye zinakumba wale vijana wenye tunaongoza wa bodaboda. Na baadhi ya hizo mambo, number 1 ilikuwa ni mambo ya NHIF. Na tulipoongea na governor tukakubaliana tutaleta kitu inaitwa boda afya na karinda, ambayo itakuwa ni kulipia vijana wa bodaboda kadi NHIF pesa nusu, nao wanajilipia nusu. Ndio kila mtu wa bodaboda ajiweze, either uko na pesa ama hauna, as much as uko kwa bodaboda, si sote tunakwenda kwa level moja.
Naweza sema ya kwamba mimi mwenyewe nimejiunga kwa kikundi ambacho kinaitwa Majengo Destiny, kiko hapa Magunas, na ni kikundi ambacho tunajiendeleza, tunapeana loan sisi wenyewe na kwa interest ya chini, kwa manufaa ya chini sana. So vikundi vya bodaboda viko si hicho peke yake, kuna vingine ambavyo vimeundwa na vinafanya kazi vizuri hapa Embu Town, lakini mimi mwenyewe kuna kikundi ambacho nimejiunga nacho na kinanipea hadi loan, naweza kujinufaisha katika kazi ya biashara.
Huyu ni one of our female boda riders.
In education, the upgrading of early childhood development and education, or ECDE centers, provide children with conducive learning environment.
We are also working towards ensuring that our young children in ECDE get good education. We are one of the few counties that have digitized. We have some level of digital education at our ECDE centers. We are working closely with a German organization called EDU, and we have all our learning institutions, all the ECDE centers doing some level of digital education. So it means that our children are beginning to learn firsthand and at a very early stage. It's a very, very successful program. We are one of the success stories in the country, and the organization actually has invited me to go to Germany to give the story of Embu County and digital learning.
The Model Center is a project funded by the government through Honorable Cecily Mbarire, who is the county governor Embu. And as you can see, we have 2 classrooms. We have also our offices for ECD teachers. We also have washrooms for the ECD runners, and also kitchen for those runners. The 2 classes, PP2 has 42 runners currently, and PP1 it has 44, a total of 86 pupils in both classrooms. Otherwise, we are happy because we can see something which is very, very, very appealing to us as the community of Kaja Primary School. The structure is over, but there are some facilities in which we are waiting to be completed by the county government.
We are also working very closely with farmers.
Well, Muguka and Mira, or Kat, are plants that have been in the headlines lately for all good and bad reasons. They have a home in Embu. Here, it is one of the faces of the county's agricultural success. Hence, modern markets where this and other products from farmers are sold, confirms the county's milestones in this sector. This has given rise to a flourishing transport sector here.
We want to thank our Excellency the Governor. Ametusaidia sana sisi kama wakulima wa mogoka hapa Embu, because when this time mogoka was banned in coast region, ali intervene sana. Actually, she was the first person to come in na kutusaidia sana.
The miraa trade rather has increased in traders, one, consumers, and even farmers. I joined this market in 2008, where we used to send our miraas using a bus, a Nyambene bus. Right now, we are using lorries around 4 or 5 every day to Mombasa and others to different destinations like Lamu, Dadaab, Moyale, Bungoma, all the corners of this country. There is increase in numbers, especially the traders are so much, and so are the farmers. And that tells you that it's outright that the consumers are increasing as well.
Kampuni sisi ya gavana hapo mbeleni hatukuanga na stage venye stage imepangwa sasa na venye imetengenezwa. Hapo kwanza tulikuwa na challenge kubwa sana. Juu stage ya venye kulikuwa na congestion, magari mpangilio kwa stage, na tuwezi kombea saa hii na wakati ule. Juu saa hii stage tayari imetengenezwa na magari zimepangwa vizuri.
The county aggregated and industrial park, currently under construction, aims to boost local industries and create job opportunities.
We have the County Aggregation and Industrial Park. It is an idea born out of the wise counsel of the president. He initiated this whole thing, and Embu County was one among the first counties to embrace the idea. It is a game changer because we are used to selling our farm produce raw to markets. And we feel that this is an opportunity for us to be able to do value addition for our produce. We want to look at the mango value chain, avocado, macadamia, honey, green grams. Hopefully, once we make cotton farming, we revive cotton farming in Mbarire, we can also do ginning of our cotton, bananas. And what now we have to work at is to the production of the same, the raw materials. So we are now currently working closely with farmers and making sure we provide them with the necessary seedlings so that we can enhance the production.
Despite the progress, challenges such as corruption and project delays persist. Residents have voiced their concerns regarding transparency and the allocation of resources.
Bodaboda sako huharibiwa na pengine wakola ama viongozi kuwa wanatumia njia ambazo si halali ama kujipatia pesa ama kutunyimia majina ya wanabonabonda kupata kujinufaisha wenyewe.
I would like the county government to improve on the health sector. After the strike, the hospital, the strike, up to now, we still pay for the maybe consultation. When you go to the public hospitals, we never used to pay. But when you go now, you're paying for the consultation, you're paying for the medicines that have been provided maybe by the government. So I would urge maybe the county government to check on that.
The governor, Cecily Mbarire, plays in the league of few. She rose from a nominated member of parliament in 2002 and became a key political figure nationally after being elected as MP for Runyenje's constituency. She served between 2007 to 2013.
As student leaders, we worked with politicians, and you remember those days in the late 90s is when we had a lot of issues around multi-party democracy, and in Egerton we had the issue of the land clashes. And so I found myself speaking out and leading students in protest against what was going on at the time. So That's how I ended up in politics.
We went against the law and sent them home based on allegations and perceptions without going through the law that required that we form a tribunal for a commissioner to be sent home.
In her political career, she has emerged as a voice for special interest groups, which saw her being nominated once again, serving between 2017 to 2022. Here, she was part of various parliamentary committees.
Unajua mimi nilikuwa deputy chief whip wa National Assembly.
But at the point at which I got totally immersed is really, let me say, at the point when I decided to take a break from work and work as a PA to the Honorable Charity Ngilu. She was seeking for the seat of president. And I thought, what better moment than this, that I can work with her and be able to see hands-on exactly how it is for women in politics. So from there, after I met her, I never looked back.
She has also never shied away from taking a dip into the competitive elective politics, which are still dominated by men.
Na katika kaunti ya Embu, siasa za Jubilee ziliendelea. Wapinzani wakuu wawili katika kinyang'anyiro cha ugavana, Cecily Mbarire na Leni Kivuti, waliendeleza mikakati ya kukabiliana kwenye uchaguzi mkuu.
Politics is very bumpy. I mean, there are ups and downs, and there are moments you want to quit, but it's been an interesting journey.
This culminated in her election as governor, a position that is still held by majority men.
And I can tell you, between 2017 and 2019, although I got nominated by the Jubilee Party to go back to Parliament as a nominate, the MP, at that time I was sure in my mind that I was not going to continue with politics. I had had enough of it.
She's currently among the 7 women governors in Kenya, a scale up from the previous 3.
Let's have a look at governor's performance 2022, where Embu Governor Cecily Mbarire has been ranked as the topmost out of her 47 counterparts when it comes to mainstreaming development.
I am very passionate about seeing women in positions of authority, positions of power. I still remain a strong advocate for women in leadership in the country.
And Governor Cecily Mbarire of Embu emerged to be the leading governor countrywide with the highest development score of 65.4%.